Let's meet Marv, a retired Air Force member who runs a YouTube channel where he documents his fishing adventures, along with the knowledge and skills he's learned over time. He spends most of his time on lakes across Georgia, sharing calm, relaxing moments, especially appreciated by those who love this sport. But in this video, something unexpected happens. He's out on a lake in Georgia, everything seems normal, quiet, peaceful. Then suddenly, something changes. From a distance, a voice can be heard, someone yelling, calling for help. Marv moves closer to the shore, trying to understand what's going on, and what he sees next completely changes his day.
I thought I heard somebody calling for help. Hold on for a minute. Is that somebody on the ground? Holy crap. Holy crap. Hello? 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 I think we got somebody down, folks. Hello? 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 Ma'am, are you okay? Stand by. Let me get help. Let me get help. Ma'am, do you have a name? Ma'am, do you have a name? Hello, we got an emergency here. I am at the Clark's Bridge boat ramp. I'm across from it at another boat dock, and I have a white female who's on the ground. Appears that she may have fallen and tripped, and she's in a recovery position, but she seems to be gasping for air. Ma'am? Ma'am?
Sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you give me an exact address? Are you on the Lake Road?
No, ma'am. I am actually on land right now. I'm on shore across from the Clark's Bridge boat ramp. And I need EMS quickly. I don't see that she's bleeding or anything like that. She's kind of gasping for air.
Okay, did you witness this?
No, I did not.
The woman couldn't answer his questions, and Marv couldn't clearly explain their location to 911, so he made a quick decision. He moved away, trying to find any sign, any marker, anything that could tell him exactly where they were, something he could give to emergency services, so they could get there faster and without confusion. As he moved around, looking for help, nearby residents started to notice something wasn't right. One by one, they came over, ready to help.
All right, I got an individual down that appears to be hurt. I got 911 on the phone. So now I'm looking at a private dock and a private parking area. I'm talking to another neighbor, and hopefully they can come down and assist me.
It looks like
Can you come down and assist?
Cornelia Highway.
All right, I got somebody on the way. Okay, say that again, ma'am.
Okay, it looks like Med 6 is on Cornelia Highway. We also have a deputy en route as well.
All right, and what's the ETA?
Can't give you the exact ETA. Like I said, they're on Cornelia Highway.
Okay.
I'm not for sure exactly where they were exactly coming from.
All right, so she's still breathing.
Okay.
And she's still in recovery position. I'm seeing I don't know, probably about 10 feet away from her. I see a thermos, her phone, and what seems to be a lighter.
Okay.
Hey, how you doing, sir?
Good. The neighbor, I heard y'all yelling.
Yeah. So I was on the kayak out there, and I thought I heard somebody yelling. It was kind of windy, so it was hard. So I pedaled around and saw her laying here. She's conscious.
think you did the right thing.
Yeah, I don't see any blood. I got 911 on the line, and they got the EMS and the sheriff's.
Can he give like an exact address or anything?
So the exact address of this boat ramp that you have, can you give?
Or does he know the address of the
Lake Road
houses
Circle, is that
behind?
our road up there? If they just go past our road and right down to because of the dockside.
Here, I'm gonna let you talk to him real quick. Go ahead.
When you go in the neighborhood.
After a few tense minutes, emergency services finally arrive. They move in quickly, trying to understand what happened.
Hey, bud.
Hey, what's going on, brothers? Yeah, let's just get off with 911.
Yeah.
Again, let me know what information you all need.
Just, I mean, you just found her like this. She was just, you were just over there, and she was.
She was yelling for help.
Ma'am.
Okay. There you go.
Okay, cool.
She was just coherent here a little while ago.
I need Lucas. I need Lucas.
Yeah.
Hey, can you hear me?
Okay.
Can you hear us, ma'am?
Emergency services take her to the hospital for further checks. For a while, Marv doesn't know what happened to her. No updates, no answers. Then, after some time, he returns with a video to explain what really happened.
Many of you have wanted an update as to the status of the woman. I can confirm that when she left, when she was picked up by EMS, she was receiving the needed and required care for her condition, and she continued to receive that once she got to the hospital, and has since been released. That is all I can tell you. That's all the information that was provided to me, and I totally understand it. Because of HIPAA laws, there's certain information that cannot be divulged. I do not know her name. I do not know her address. I don't know anything other than she is alive, well, and still on this earth with us all today. So again, I thank God for that. And hopefully that's important to you all that are watching right now to know that information. I understand that we have some online detectives that want answers to a lot of the questions that were being asked, you know, as to the who, what, when, where, why, and how. I don't know those answers.
Marv never found out how the woman ended up in that situation. But the most important thing is that she survived. And there's a good chance she wouldn't have if he hadn't been there, if he hadn't stopped, if he hadn't listened. We don't know much else about her, just that she's alive today, probably because of him, and for that, Marv deserves a lot of respect. Monotone Adventures is a creator who enjoys riding his motorcycle and fishing across western Pennsylvania and Maryland. He started a YouTube channel to share those quiet, simple moments on the road. But this video is different, more unsettling. He posted it not just to show what happened, but maybe so others could learn from it. It was July. He was riding along a forest road when something caught his attention on the side. A woman. Something didn't feel right. At first he kept going, but then he thought about it again. What if she needed help? So he turned around. And what happens next? You'll have to see.
So this girl, I didn't know. She looked like she was not okay. Make sure she is okay. You good? What's going on?
I'm really afraid of my boyfriend. He's kicking things and threatening to burn my back.
Do you want me to take you somewhere? Alright. Is he driving? Where's the car? Alright, come on. Okay. Where do you live?
I live in Tennessee.
Tennessee. Alright, I'll take you into town.
Yeah, I just need to go to a hotel or something.
Alright. Here, put this on.
You have your wallet with you?
No, it's in my bag. My family lives in DC, so they're only 2 hours away. I'm so sorry.
No, it's fine. Here. You put this on, I'll take you into town.
Can somebody just like, I'm just gonna
Here.
turn it off.
Well, hold that. Give her your jacket.
Yeah.
Huh?
Give her your jacket. Recognize
Well, we're not going that way.
that. You will.
Put that on.
He's walking on the platform.
I know, he's trying to call me to get me to go back, and when I said I was too scared, he was like, I'm just gonna burn your bag.
It's fine. Put that on. Is it big enough? Go ahead.
The woman is crying. She says she ran away from her boyfriend, that he was violent and had threatened her. At that point, leaving her there wasn't an option, not with the possibility that he could still be nearby. So the riders make a decision. They take her with them, heading toward the nearest town, somewhere she can be safe, or at least find a way to get home.
Put the hand down around my waist. Around my waist.
Sorry.
Have you been on a bike before?
No.
No, okay. I won't kill you. Get back a tad. Is there foot pegs back there? See the foot pegs?
Yeah.
Put your feet right on there. Go back more.
That's only about...
No, they're in England. My grandparents are in DC.
You want to call them? So we can have them meet us in Emmitsburg or something.
Well, they can come.
Or
That's us, we just go to Waynesboro.
Yeah, or Emmitsburg's closer for them. Emmitsburg's around Route 15.
Yeah.
That takes you out from DC.
Plus, I mean, I would just wait there, listen 2 hours.
Yeah.
Try to call them here.
Do you want to try calling them?
There were attempts to find out what happened next, checking comments, looking for updates. But so far, nothing, no clear answers. What matters, though, is that they stopped. They didn't ignore it. They helped someone who needed it. Because situations like this can go very differently if no one steps in. At the same time, it's a reminder. Helping matters. But so does staying aware. Not every situation is what it seems. Some can be dangerous in other ways. So be careful. But if someone truly needs help, don't look the other way. A man named Alex is out camping in the forest with a friend. They're inside their tent when they notice something outside. So they step out, and that's when they see it. A bear, not far, getting closer. They panic, leaving the tent behind and trying to create distance. For a moment it feels like the worst case scenario, but then they realize it could have been even worse. Take a look.
Сейчас раздербанит. А там палатки-то никого здесь нет. Ну, молодые. А кто туда пойдет? Медведь. Разодрал, прогрызет сейчас, да? Голодный.
The bear goes straight for the tent and destroys it. Watching from a distance, one question becomes impossible to ignore. What if they had stayed inside, thinking they were safer in there? But in reality, the tent offered no protection at all. Most likely the bear was drawn in by the smell of food, and now all they can do is watch as everything they brought with them gets torn apart. At the same time, they know they made the right decision, because staying inside could have ended very differently. Sometimes what feels like safety is actually the worst place you can be. Huge Nuge Outdoor Adventures is a YouTube channel focused on hunting, but this video feels different, more intense, because at some point it's hard to tell who's actually the one being hunted. He's deep in the forest, climbed up into a tree, trying to get a better view of the area below, looking for movement, for animals, but it turns out he's not the only one out there, and whatever else is in the woods is not human. Stay focused. It's a large bear, and the way it looks at him, it's clear it knows he's there, fully aware of his presence. The bear starts trying to intimidate him, striking the tree, making short, aggressive movements, almost like mock charges, trying to force a reaction, trying to make him come down. Then it backs off, circles the area, slow, patient, but it doesn't leave. After a few moments, it comes back. This time, it starts climbing the tree, getting closer, much closer than before.
Hey bear. Hey bear. Down bear. Get down. Down.
In the end, the bear leaves, but not before turning back and giving him one last look. The kind that says, "You got lucky this time. It got close enough to smell him, close enough to decide what happens next, and it chose to walk away." The hunter was lucky, because a bear that size doesn't need a second chance. Hopefully he had some kind of protection with him. Most hunters do, but this time it didn't come down to that. The bear was curious, and the hunter chose not to escalate things. Still, there's a lesson here. Climbing a tree to hunt, only to end up being hunted instead, that raises a few questions. And if there's one simple takeaway, if you see a bear and want to get away, don't climb a tree. Meet Mary. She turned an old school bus into a camper she calls Max, and built her YouTube channel around life on the road. Traveling with her dog, Ryder, she shares quiet moments, stories, and connects with her audience along the way. Most of her videos feel calm, simple, comfortable, but this one felt off from the start. There was something she kept putting aside, ignoring it, telling herself she'd deal with it later, until she finally did, and what she found left her completely shaken.
I am a procrastinator. Sometimes it takes me a really long time to get things done. I don't know. It's weird. I feel like I'm a very busy person, but am I? Or do I just spend a lot of time goofing around? Like, for example, I've been a host at this campground since like the end of April. The whole time, almost every day, I say, oh, I got to set up my hammock. Or, oh, I got to make some hummingbird food and set up the hummingbird feeder. But I never do it. I mean, and the hummingbirds here, they can be really aggressive. They come right in my face and they demand that I feed them. And I say, oh, yeah, I'll do it tomorrow. And then I never Never set it up. But every day, people come into the campground. They're going to be here for like 2 days. And they build a whole world. They put up like 3 or 4 hammocks, 3 or 4 sleeping tents. They put a canopy over the picnic table, lights everywhere. It's like they make a little city on their campsite. And they do it in, it seems like 5 seconds. And they're just going to have to take it down in 2 days, which they do just as fast. I can't even put away my laundry in that amount of time. This camera, for example, I've had this camera for at least a year, maybe more, probably, maybe even 2 years. It's a trail cam with a little solar panel on the top, and, you know, it has its own power and everything. And I searched for it because I wanted one that had its own power so I could put it anywhere. Didn't have to worry about whether I have power there. And it has the solar panel, and then it also has inside this little door, it has battery backup. You're supposed to put batteries in it, which I haven't done yet. Surprise, surprise. But anyway, the batteries are like C batteries, or, oh no, actually, you know what? It's 4 AA's. I was at Walmart and I remembered, so I got an SD card, so now tonight I can set this up. Maybe the hammock is next. I'm going to put the camera on this little footstool that I always put in front of my tent when I close it up for the night. It's basically just shooting right next to the bus. Probably not the most exciting place to put the camera. Probably should put it over by the creek. But for the first night, I don't even know if it's set up right, so I'm just going to leave it here.
She sets up a camera, not thinking too much about it, just places it nearby, hoping to capture something. Maybe wildlife, maybe nothing at all. But somehow, on the very first night, something happens. The exact thing she had in mind. The odds of that, almost none. The next morning, something feels off, like someone had been there, like something had moved around. And then she remembers the camera. She checks the footage, and what she sees leaves her completely stunned.
This morning I got up and my tent is open. And I mean, I know squirrels are always trying to get in there, but squirrels didn't do this. Squirrels can't operate a zipper. I haven't seen any here with opposable thumbs. And I always zip it shut from the top down to the bottom. But see, there's 2 zippers. And so it's open the other way. One zipper stays at the top after I zip it, and somebody unzipped it from the top down to the bottom. So right now it's like it's open like a flap, right? So it's open, it's zipped at the bottom. And when I first saw it, I thought, well, that's weird. But honestly, I didn't think that much about it because, I don't know, maybe I did it that way. I don't think I did. I never have before. But it wasn't until later in the morning that I thought about the critter cam. And I was like, oh, let's see what animals we got. So I popped it out, put it in, and I didn't capture any animals. I captured a guy. In the first part, it shot at like 8:30, and it just got like some campers walking to the restroom. But then nothing until 2:30. And then at 2:30, you should see these headlights. So it looks like the car's coming from around, like maybe either somebody drove in and they're turning around right now, or I don't know. I don't think it's a camper, but so the headlights come this way, and then it's a pickup truck that goes by. I don't recognize it. It could belong to a camper, could belong to somebody in the cabins up the road, but I know most of those cars. It's not a vehicle I recognize. Let's start with that. But right after it goes by, keep your eye on this over here. Okay, there he is. You see him? He's got glasses on that are shining. He's got on a baseball cap. It looks like he might have a goatee. And here he comes. He walks across. See, he's got a trash bag, it looks like. And I thought at first he had a backpack on, but you'll see in a minute it's not a backpack. So he walks by. And then it missed the first part of him, but then he comes back with a flashlight. And he's coming around, like, I have a table over here with a bunch of stuff on it. He's coming around probably checking out what's on that table. I think okay, now look, here he comes. Now he's shining the flashlight in through the mesh of the tent, trying to see what's inside the tent. And you can see, like, his pants are all kind of frayed and everything. But he leaves again. He walks by, and he's going, like, probably over to the golf cart to see what's in the golf cart, because the golf cart's parked in front of the bus. And then he goes around. I think he must probably go around the bus and come back again, because give it a second. He's going to come back. There he goes, coming back around for another chance. And this time, he's not going to just look inside the tent. This time, yeah. Give him a second. There he goes. He's coming right to the tent. And look at this. He moves the camera. I mean, he moves the camera. I guess he doesn't know it's a camera, but he moves the steps with the camera so that he can unzip the tent and get inside. And then he's inside the tent for all. You can hear him plunking around, moving things, stuff like that, moving stuff around. And then the movement stops, so the camera kind of stops recording. There he goes. Now he comes out. He's got that jug of water, which I think he had going in, but he's got a trash bag, and he's wearing a trash bag. It's not a backpack.
After seeing the footage, Mary checks inside the tent. Everything seems to be there, nothing missing, which only makes it stranger. Luckily, she had spent the night locked inside Max, because coming face to face with someone like that, a figure moving around campsites dressed in what looked like a trash bag, is not something anyone wants. And that raises the real question. What was he looking for? Because he clearly wasn't there by accident. And at that hour, it feels like he was making sure no one was awake. That's why staying cautious matters. Lock your doors, take small precautions, because sometimes trouble doesn't knock, it just walks around outside. And the fact that this happened the very first night she set up the camera makes you wonder, was this a one-time thing? Or does it happen more often than people realize? It seemed like a safe place, until it wasn't. The first video comes from Stephanie on TikTok, a creator who usually posts random light content, but this one was different. She was in Gatlinburg, riding a mountain coaster. Just another fun moment, nothing unusual, until suddenly, she runs into something on the track, something that could have ended the day, or much worse. Take a look. She said she couldn't control the speed of the cart, no brakes, no way to stop. She was just stuck in that moment, moving straight toward the bears. With no control, she did the only thing that came to mind. She stayed completely still, silent, trying not to make a sound. Because the last thing you want is to trigger a reaction. It's a terrifying situation, passing right next to wild bears, knowing they could attack at any moment, and you can't do anything about it. Luckily, the bears stayed calm. They looked at her, and then slowly walked back into the forest. Nothing happened, but still, situations like this raise questions, because next time, it might not end the same way. Jessie Carr is a travel vlogger who documents her journeys around the world, showing how different cultures and traditions can be. Her content is usually positive, meeting people, exploring new places, and sharing the beauty of each country. She's also known for being very polite. Sometimes a little too polite, and that can put her in uncomfortable situations. Like this one. She was in Samoa, visiting a waterfall she wanted to film, maybe even go for a swim. It all seemed simple, but things didn't go the way she expected.
So there's little waterfalls over here, like that. And I guess as I keep driving up, the bigger one's gonna be up there. Okay, I don't know if I'm meant to park here. But anywho, this is the spot. And I think it's just me. Ah! Wait, let's go check it out quickly. Oh my goodness. Wow. It's just me too. I'm so excited. It looks unreal. And I guess you can hop down on those stairs and then go in. Alright, it's fine if I leave my car here, I think.
When she reaches the waterfall, she's excited. The place looks incredible, peaceful, and completely empty. For a moment, it feels like she has it all to herself. She starts getting ready to go into the water, just enjoying the moment. But then, someone shows up. out of nowhere, and just like that, the situation turns uncomfortable.
Okay, I'm gonna hop in now. I took a couple photos and now I'm ready to have a dip. Are you okay? All good? Jesse. Pardon? I can't remember the name. It's like, I don't remember the name. Sorry. There's a man and he's kind of just like hanging around me. Anyway. Just gotta be careful not to slip.
The man stays close, too close. He starts asking questions, watching her the entire time. You can tell she's uncomfortable, but instead of escalating things, she tries to act normal. She goes into the water, hoping the situation will settle, but it doesn't. The man keeps staring. Then, without hesitation, he jumps into the water after her.
It'd be good to have rock shoes or something. I feel like that man was like waiting for me to hop in so he could hop in or something. I don't know why. Wow. Look at that. It's so beautiful. It's pretty deep here, I think. Shit, it's so deep. I can't even like touch my feet on the ground anymore. That's a bit scary. I'm just gonna float. It's getting tiring. Would you like me to take a photo of you guys? Yeah? Okay. That's okay. So the ladies, pardon? Over there. I'll try. No, all good. The man is telling me that I should go over here. So I'm gonna try actually, because I feel like it would be nice to.
At some point, a couple arrives nearby, and for a moment things feel a little safer. She's not alone anymore. But the man doesn't stop. He keeps talking to her, insisting she follow him to a cave. She refuses. It doesn't feel right. It feels like a trap. So she moves away, trying to create distance. But he follows, getting back into the water, closing the gap again. No matter what she does, she can't seem to get away from him.
Feeling a little bit uncomfortable. But he was like, do you need some help coming over here? And I was like, no, thank you. Because I just want to be like by myself. With no men around, preferably. Okay, this. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! You scared me. I'm good, thanks. Pardon? Cold, yeah. I'm 25. Pardon? Sorry? A hole. Oh, it's like a cave. Is it a cave? Yeah. Okay. I'm okay. Okay, you go, I'll follow you.
Out of nowhere, the man suddenly comes up from under the water, startling her. He keeps insisting she follow him to the cave. At this point, Jessie struggles to refuse, trying to stay polite even though everything feels wrong. Eventually, she agrees to follow, keeping her distance, letting him walk ahead. But the discomfort only grows. At one point, he offers to help her climb over some rocks, and that's when it happens. He touches her inappropriately. That's the moment everything changes. Jessie immediately pulls away, clearly upset now, and starts heading back to her car. But even then, he doesn't stop. He follows her the entire way back.
Up that way? Well, can I go this way? I'm gonna go. If he follows me, like, I'll just head off, but I do want to give him a little bit of money for taking the photos of me, because that was nice of him to do. Pardon?
You go around?
I'm not too sure.
Oh?
You live here? Yeah. Oh,
In
nice.
my house, you see the mouse?
Yeah.
In my house.
Oh, beautiful place to live.
You want to different? I just wish you want to come back to Samoa. Come and see me, maybe.
Oh,
You see my house up there?
yeah. Oh, thank you. I'll give you a little bit of money to say thank you for your photos. There you go. Thank you. Yeah.
At one point, he even asks her if she wants to go back to his place, with him and his friend. And that only makes things worse, because now his intentions are clear. Jessie realizes exactly what kind of situation she's in. Still, she tries to handle it carefully, staying calm, staying polite, not wanting to provoke him. Step by step, she manages to create just enough space, gets back to her car, and finally leaves. But the whole situation was deeply uncomfortable. Being followed, constantly watched, not being able to relax for even a second. And all of it, while she was just trying to enjoy a peaceful moment. Sometimes being too polite can send the wrong signal. People may take it as an invitation when it's not. And situations like this are a reminder. It's better to be direct, even if it feels uncomfortable, than to stay silent and end up in a place you never wanted to be. Grumpy MTB is a creator known for riding his bike through mountains, forests, and all kinds of rugged terrain. His videos are usually about adrenaline, freedom, and pushing through nature, but this one is a little different because it shows something important. Out there, you always have to be prepared. You never really know what's coming. On this day, he heads out like usual. Fresh snow on the ground, cloudy skies above. At first, everything seems normal. Nothing feels off. But later on, something appears. Something that could put his life in danger.
Okay.
Get your dogs off me! Get your dogs off me! Jesus Christ!
Walter! It's not them, it's the puppies!
You gotta get control of these dogs! Get on! Come here! Just hit him! Get on!
Stop it!
Fucking hell! Nice one, Kate. Don't you there. Get off. Jesus Christ, man. Sorry, I think you'll be, it's gonna need me a bit more than sorry.
Eventually, the situation calms down and they manage to regain control of the dogs, but not before things turn tense. The cyclist is bitten. About a year later, he returns with an update explaining what happened after the incident. It turns out the dogs were only in the temporary care of the people seen in the video. They were part of a process, waiting to be placed with the right owners. After speaking with the woman running the organization, she apologized for what happened. The dogs were then removed from that situation and placed with experienced owners who properly trained them. The people involved also covered the damage, both the broken bike and the medical treatment. They didn't expect anyone to be there that day, which is why the dogs weren't on a leash. But still, things could have gone much worse. The dogs were young. If they had been fully grown, stronger, more aggressive, this story might have ended very differently. Carson Bender is a 19-year-old from Wisconsin who enjoys hunting. In this video, he's out in the woods, likely hunting turkeys. Just a normal day, quiet, focused, but instead of finding what he came for, something else shows up, something unexpected. And just like that, the situation shifts from a routine hunt to something that could put his life in real danger. Without even turning around, he checks his phone camera, and that's when he sees it. Behind him, a bobcat, slowly moving closer, focused, locked in, on him. He realizes he's the target, and then, suddenly, it makes its move. The bobcat suddenly jumps toward him, makes contact almost like a quick swipe, and then backs off. Just as fast as it appeared, it disappears into the forest. From the way it acted, it doesn't look like a full attack, more like a warning, or simple curiosity. Still, it's a wild animal, and even something that size can cause serious injury if things escalate, so it's always better to stay cautious, keep your distance, and avoid any kind of contact, because in the wild, you never really know what you're dealing with. Hayes Outdoors is a creator who spends most of his time in nature, camping in forests, mountains, and all kinds of remote places. Over time, he's built an audience of people who enjoy the same lifestyle, sharing his experience and teaching others along the way. But this video shows how fast things can change. How one moment everything is calm, and the next, nothing else matters. It starts simple. He's answering questions from his subscribers. Just another normal video. No signs of danger, no warning. But he has no idea what's about to happen.
Cold and outdoors. What's the best method of kicking your ass to actually get out? I've never regretted going camping once and absolutely love it when I'm out the door. But for some reason, really have to drag myself out. I've no idea why. Because it's easier to stay in. Everything's designed to keep you in. The amount of media we have to watch, easy food, easy life. Everyone's knackered from working all day. And that's how they want it, mate. They want you knackered. And they want you staying in and not doing anything and consuming media and fear porn. And what you've got to do, mate, is prove them wrong. Stick it to the man. And stick it to yourself as well, because no one deserves to kick your ass as much as you do.
Focused on the comment, not really paying attention to where he's going. He walks straight into a situation that could have turned out much worse. Take a look.
Your own little foxy inside your head saying, you know, if you're like, I can't be bothered, mate. Shit! Ah! Ah! Oh my god, I think I've broke my arm. Oh my god, I think I've broke my arm. Oh my god. Oh no. Oh my god. Right, okay. Oh. Ow, ow, ow. Where's my camera gone? Has it gone down waterfall? Oh no. Where's the mic? Mic's still there. You can hear me. Can you hear me? Audio only. Mate, I think I've broke my arm, and I was lucky that I didn't land on my head then. I could have been dead. I could have been dead there. Mate, I've just fallen down that cliff. And landed there. My arm is haggard, and I've lost my camera. I don't know if it's landed in the water and just gone off end up. Don't know, I can't see it. Whether it's landed in water and gone off end at waterfall, or whether it's on there somewhere on that cliff as I fell down. I feel sick. That was violent. That was violent. I don't know. My elbow feels absolutely knackered, mate. It's all gone tingly. Mate, that was one of the scariest things that's ever happened to me. Because, yeah. If I'd have come down there at a different angle, mate, I would have been dead. And as I was falling, I didn't even know whether I was going down big.
Luckily, he made it out okay. Even his hand, which he thought was broken, turned out not to be. But it could have been very different. If he had hit his head on those rocks, lost consciousness, even for a short time, with water right there, he could have drowned. No way to react, no way to help himself, and all of it from just a brief moment of distraction. It's a reminder. Sometimes it only takes a second for things to go wrong. Stay aware. Eva is a YouTube content creator and also a director at National Geographic Super Skills. She's experienced, adventurous, and deeply connected to nature. Most of her videos focus on camping and the knowledge she's gained over time. She knows what she's doing. But this video proves that experience isn't always enough, because what happens here leaves even her speechless. She often travels alone, setting up camp in remote, hard-to-reach places, and this moment shows exactly why that can be risky. Stay alert.
The last few weeks, I've started to realize just how dangerous it is to do what I do. And I never had to deal with situations like this before, not on this level, but just the fact that it's all happening now is making me rethink this channel, what this channel is about, and the future of it. A few minutes ago, a man that I don't know appeared on my property. And he turned to me and he said, "Oh, finally I found you. I've been looking for you." This is a man that I don't know, that I didn't invite here, that I didn't want here, who came here all on his own to my private property in the mountains, where there is no obvious path that leads here. He made his way up the hills and through the fricking forest to find me, uninvited. To find a woman who's camping on her own, on her private property. To find her and do what exactly? I was shocked. I was shocked and immediately felt so vulnerable and so scared. I immediately told him that this is my private property and that I'm not looking for guests. I took my axe and I went inside my tent with Vyuk. This is not the first time that something like this has happened, because a few weeks ago, something even worse happened.
It's strange. A man appearing out of nowhere, on private property, with no road, no clear path leading there, and then telling her he's finally found her. That alone is enough to raise alarms. Now imagine being alone, deep in the forest, no one nearby, no quick way to get help. If something went wrong, it could take hours before anyone even knew. She tells him clearly. She doesn't want any visitors, but even then, he doesn't fully leave. At one point, he even tries to follow her, and that's what makes it worse, because whatever his intentions were, they didn't feel right, and this isn't even the worst part of her story.
A few weeks ago, I was filming with National Geographic for my new show when I found out that another guy that I didn't know, that I had zero contact with ever, had been looking for me on my land in Poland. I wasn't there at the time, of course. I was filming with Nat Geo on a different continent. But the next thing I know, this man found out where we were filming, and he flew from Europe to Africa to chase me down, convinced that we were supposed to get married and that we're supposed to be together, that destiny is bringing us together. And so this man is looking for me all around the world. I don't know him. I don't know who he is. I don't know his intentions. And then he found me. It's a really terrifying experience when men that you don't know seek you out.
This situation really shows how unpredictable people can be in reality. And once you put yourself online, you never really know who might be watching or what their intentions are. In some cases, people can even figure out your location, and that's when situations like this can happen. She stayed a little longer, but feeling increasingly uneasy, she called a friend. He immediately told her to leave, without hesitation. They didn't know where the man was, or if he was still nearby, possibly waiting for it to get dark or for her to fall asleep. It wasn't worth taking that risk just to find out, so she packed up and left, planning to return the next morning.
Just fucking head down to your car. I'd drive over to your friends' just park for the night or somewhere else. Go back in the morning to clean up stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, that's probably wise.
It's especially earlier than later. You know, it's not fun. It's fucking convenient. But like if we're just trying to play risk management with a situation where you have a bunch of unknowns, you don't know who this guy is.
Yeah.
You know, he says he's visiting. You know, it could be another weirdo that's coming to look for stuff. So like we still know.
Yeah.
Comes up with beers.
Yeah.
So he starts drinking and thinks, I'll go back.
Yeah, that's true.
That's exactly what she did. She left everything behind and planned to return the next morning with someone else. When she came back, she ended up reliving part of what had happened the night before. A reminder of how quickly things can shift in situations like this. And maybe there's a lesson here for some people. When you reach a certain level online, like she did with millions of subscribers, you don't just attract viewers. Sometimes you attract people with very different intentions. People who might try to follow you beyond the screen and into real life. We don't know if that man stopped because he realized he was being recorded, or for another reason entirely. But leaving was clearly the safest choice. And in the end, it's a reminder that in the wild, humans can sometimes be the most unpredictable predators of all. Fishing with Tate is a creator obsessed with the outdoors, mostly fishing, sometimes hunting, but always chasing that next adventure. Over time, he's built a large audience through his informative videos and intense challenges, especially for those who love being out in nature. But this video is different. It leaves him shaken and genuinely afraid for his life. He decides to return to a fishing spot he had visited before, a place where something strange had already happened once, and this time, it gets even worse. Just watch.
Last time we was out here, you guys didn't get to see the footage, but we actually had a guy with a machete come down here, and he was like hacking stuff away, and there's one time we didn't have something on us. He wasn't very rude. We ended up having a conversation with him later, and he was a lot nicer, and than it was in the original conversation, but he basically just wanted us to make sure we took all our trash with us, which is fine. You know, I completely respect that. What is this down here? There's something down here on a tree. I almost thought that was a dead body. I was like, oh God. I know audio is terrible. It always is here, but you kind of have to take the good with the bad.
It didn't take long before he appeared again, the man with the machete. And this time, something about him felt even more off. At first, they kept their distance, watching, unsure, trying to make sense of it. You could feel the hesitation, but curiosity started to take over. Slowly, they built up the courage and began moving closer, trying to understand what was really going on out there.
In the last video, I believe. Huh? No, I don't see him. Do you see him? Huh? He's down there? Yeah. Okay. Well, we're making our way to him. How's it going, buddy? Some more nice little holes down in here. Buddy's 100% tweaking right now. Ah, got one. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, really? What's that? As far as I need to go? Something wrong? What's that? Well, are you good?
I am, but yeah, I mean just fish, but yeah, you want to come back here.
Okay. We usually fish all the way down through there. Why not? I mean, what's that? Okay. Okay, sure.
I'm over here with
Okay.
there's certain things here. If you look close enough,
Yeah.
that is old.
Okay.
Probably before Roman Empire.
Okay.
You're not going to find nothing like fancy gold or anything like that. It's just, it's got my name on it.
Okay.
Etched in the rock.
Okay.
But anyway, it's mine.
Okay.
And something else. I had discovered I gave away a city by a fire.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is, I'm not trying to be a dick.
No, I got you. Yeah. I got you. We've fished down through there several times. If we were to find something,
Well, there's a lot more.
we don't want to take anything.
There's a lot more than,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Like, there's a wall.
Uh-huh. Sure.
I mean, it's open.
Yeah. All right, man. Well, hey, we fish here quite often.
The man tried to intimidate them, claiming the area was his and telling them to leave. But as they got closer, things started to feel off. He was saying things that made no sense, random stories, even mentioning the Roman Empire, claiming everything out there belonged to him. Then he said something even more unsettling, that he hears a voice telling him all of this. At that point, it was clear. He wasn't in the right state of mind. He didn't have the machete this time, but the situation was still unpredictable, so his friends decided to call the police, just in case anyone else runs into him out there.
There's a guy down there. He is absolutely tweaking out. And he said that we didn't need to go any farther down the creek. And like, he was hearing voices and stuff. He's down there chilling on a rock. So, kind of hate to call the cops because we fish here a lot and I've seen him here multiple times. And so it's going to be one of those deals when he sees us again, it's like, oh, you guys call the cops. You know what I mean? So, I don't know if you want to go down and check it out or if you just want to keep it in mind and maybe...
If he's down there tweaking, I go down and take him
He's tweaking.
All right, I'm gonna call from
Okay, it's probably. It didn't look like.
I know who
he does have a machete that he wields a lot. So.
He's called me down here before.
Okay. Okay, I got you. Thank you.
He told the police that he fishes there often, but because of the man, he can't even bring his son anymore. With someone like that around, carrying a machete at times, claiming the land and talking about hearing voices, it's impossible to feel safe. Tate did the right thing, and now the police have the man on their radar in case anything else happens. Have you ever run into something like this? Let me know in the comments. Scrawny Mountain Man is a YouTube channel where the creator pushes himself into the wild, testing survival skills and showing his audience what it's really like out there in nature. But in this episode, even he gets caught off guard. He's out on a run through the forests of Colorado when something unexpected happens. He comes across a mother bear with her cubs. At first he's lucky. He sees her before she sees him, but that advantage doesn't last for long.
There's 2 more cubs, 20 yards away. And the sow just charged up here, but she couldn't see me. Fuck. Fuck. They're going higher in the tree. I need to get out of here. I need to get out of here.
Hey! 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 Back up! Back up! I'm gonna spray you, Mama. I'm gonna spray you. Back up! I'm leaving. I'm leaving. Mama, I'm leaving. Hey! Back up! Back up, Mama! Back up!
Oh my God, I'm gonna have a heart attack. Twice.
Luckily, he was carrying bear spray. The moment the bear got too close, he used it, and the mother bear immediately bolted, almost as if she remembered the pain or the burning sensation from before. At first, he even tried throwing a few rocks to scare her off, but that only made things worse, agitating her even more. In the end, the bear spray turned out to be the only thing that truly saved him in that situation, possibly even saving his life. Meet Lisa, the creator behind Lisa's Escapades, a channel dedicated to solo adventures in nature, camping, hiking, and exploring the outdoors. Just her, her camera, and the wild. Her videos usually have a calm, relaxing vibe, the kind you can just watch and feel at peace. But this one is different. It starts as a bright, sunny day. Lisa sets out for a simple hiking trip, expecting nothing unusual. However, without warning, what was meant to be a peaceful adventure slowly turns into something else entirely.
Hey y'all,
Welcome to Lisa's Escapades. Today I'm out in a different area. I had to go north so it wasn't flooded. But let's go see what we see. It's a beautiful day for a hike. Well, how beautiful is this place? You can ride bikes here. Maybe I'll come back with my bike. I need to get in shape. If I bring a bike out here, then I can go further. Let's go check this out.
Everything was perfect at first. Clear skies, quiet trails, nothing out of the ordinary. But that calm didn't last long. Out of nowhere, something happens that completely changes the mood.
So I noticed when I came in the parking lot, there was a guy in his truck just sitting there. And he wasn't doing anything. Now all of a sudden I notice he's behind me. So hopefully I don't have a problem. But I just was going off this trail and saw him. And he went on another trail, but then I saw he stopped. So we'll see. Hopefully we don't have somebody following me. So now I'm on this road, and he was behind me, just off this road, so hopefully I don't have a problem. I thought it was kind of weird that he was just sitting there.
At first, it could easily be dismissed as a coincidence. A man was already sitting there, and the moment Lisa started her hike, he got up and began moving in the same direction. It felt odd, almost too convenient. A woman heading alone into the forest, and shortly after, a man quietly following the same path. Lisa mentioned she had something for protection, though she never clearly showed what it was. Still, she continued her hike, trying to stay composed, but constantly glancing back over her shoulder. And slowly, it became clear. This wasn't just paranoia. He was actually following her.
So I just heard some banging noises coming from over here. I'll see if I can capture it on the camera. I'm just gonna walk and be real quiet.
Feeling overwhelmed and convinced she was being followed, Lisa couldn't take it anymore. She decided to turn back and head for her car, but on the way down the trail, guess who was heading back as well? The same man.
So, here's the guy with the white shirt. Kind of weird.
In the end, she quickened her pace, managing to put some distance between them. Eventually, she made it safely back to her car. The man, on the other hand, turned back into the forest and disappeared. We don't know for sure what his intentions were, or even if he was truly following her. But from her perspective, and from most people watching, it felt unsettling. For a woman alone in the woods, situations like this can easily feel threatening, especially when someone seems to mirror your every move while keeping just enough distance not to lose sight of you. And that's what makes it suspicious. So maybe it's worth thinking twice about how our actions can be perceived, especially when someone else is alone trying to feel safe. In Greece, right near the center of the country, there's a virgin forest, untouched, wild. In June 2025, 2 people set out on a hike through it. Their goal, a plane crash site hidden deep in the forest for over 70 years, a place many now visit drawn by its story. As they walk, they reach a beautiful viewpoint right next to a steep drop. Everything feels calm, until suddenly, something moves in the bushes. Their dog reacts instantly, agitated, barking non-stop, and then they see it, a large brown bear. And what happens next? Pay attention.
Hela kodamu. Εδώ κοντά μου έλα. Κοντά μου έλα, λέω. Κοντά μου. Ρίξε. Ρίξε, Δημήτρη. Ρίξε σπρέι.
In the footage, you can see an adult brown bear moving quickly toward the second hiker, the one with the dog. The barking gets louder. The situation escalates fast. The first hiker, Christo, tries to step in and help, but the bear spray used by his friend affects him too. Now disoriented, with the bear already agitated, everything turns chaotic. The bear shifts direction toward Christo, and behind him, a massive drop, over 800 meters. Trying to escape with no time to think, he loses his footing and falls. His friend panics, climbs a tree, calls emergency services, but there's no signal. What follows is a massive search effort. Rescue teams arrive, even a helicopter, but the forest is too dense. They have to continue on foot, and when they finally reach the area, they find him. Christo didn't survive. The fall was fatal. The video quickly went viral, sparking debates online. Some say the hikers reacted wrong, that the bear was only defending its territory. But in moments like this, when everything happens in seconds, decisions aren't always perfect. Because with a bear right in front of you, there's no time to think. What would you have done? Allie is a creator who shares her outdoor adventures on YouTube, hunting, exploring, and connecting with people who love the wild just like she does. Her content is usually calm, focused, grounded in nature. But this video feels different because at some point that calm turns into something else. She and her partner are out hunting, moving through the woods like usual, when suddenly they get a feeling that they're not alone, and that feeling of being watched is enough to change everything.
Go. Go. Getting closer. Get. That looks like one set of eyes, and it didn't look. Real big or anything. I don't know, I hope there's not like cubs in the tree or something.
I could take a few steps, you could take a few steps until we get far enough away.
I don't think it's gonna do anything.
I don't think so either. Alright. Oh, I see him, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I see him. Well, they're just watching us now. Let's just get.
I just don't want it to be above me or behind me.
Alright, well, let's cruise. Oh yeah, oh look at her. Oh, freaky. I mean, they're still in the same spot. Are they?
I shoot a bigger light.
Same.
Are you sure it's a bear? Not like a cat or something?
I don't know.
I could bang off a shot to get it to go away.
Yeah, how many shots do you have?
Like 14.
Okay.
I also don't want to be like obnoxious, but let's just keep walking.
Okay.
If it gets any, like if we walk another 100 yards and it's still looking at us,
okay.
I'll shoot.
Okay.
I don't want to shoot with how dry it is right now.
Oh, yeah.
As they start heading down the mountain, they notice 2 lights in the distance. At first, they think it's their car, but something feels off. It's too early. They're not supposed to be that close yet. Then it hits them. Those aren't lights, they're eyes, reflecting in the dark. And within seconds, they realize what they're looking at. A mountain lion. Not alone, with her cubs, watching them, following. They prepare themselves, just in case it turns into an attack. But instead of running, they slowly back away, careful, calm, and thankfully, it works. The tension fades, the lion turns away, and just like that, it's over. Krikos is a creator who loves riding her motorcycle through nature, exploring new places, chasing that feeling of freedom. She documents everything on her YouTube channel, encouraging others to get out there and experience it for themselves. Most of her videos feel open, peaceful, alive, but this one is different. From the moment she arrives, something feels off. No clear reason, just a feeling. She's deep in the forest, setting up camp like usual. But that uneasy sense doesn't go away, and sometimes that's the first warning.
Beautiful people, I hope you're doing well. Another day, another opportunity. I'm looking for a place to stay. I'm just here deep into the forest and I'm gonna stay somewhere and sleep next to my motorcycle. So I'm gonna continue and see if I can find a good spot. And as you see, we don't have that much snow left. It's almost gone. The roads are clear, which is nice though for me because I can speed a little bit more. What I'm looking for is a place where I can park my motorcycle a little bit in the forest, maybe just on the side of the road, and then I'll make a fire and stuff like that. And then we take my bivy bag and we sleep in there.
After searching for a while, she finally finds the perfect spot, so she starts setting up camp, trying to settle in.
I'm pretty happy. I think we're gonna stay here, and Ada comes here. I will lay next to Ada. We have a fire somewhere here. And that's it. But first of all, we gotta go and collect some spruce branches because I'm gonna lay on those ones because they're really wet on the ground. So I don't get cold. It's funny how my survival instinct is kicking in so quickly when you're out here. Like every sound, I'm like, ooh, ooh, ooh. Compare when I'm on a lake or an open field or something. It's not the same feeling there. I feel more safe. This is the bag where I will sleep tonight. It's a bivy cover for sleeping bag. So if it starts raining, this is great for that. But how on earth do you do this? And sleeping bag. This sleeping bag. The winter sleeping bag is okay. It's not as comfortable as this one. I'm gonna let it get some air, and then I'm gonna make the fire, and then I can just jump in and feel it a little bit.
With the fire going, it's time to cook something. After all the work, she needs the energy. But slowly, something shifts. The atmosphere changes. That quiet feeling from earlier comes back, stronger this time, like she's not alone anymore, like someone is watching, or worse, following.
Oh, it's so good. It's really weird. Weird sounds. I thought it was the wind first, but there's barely no wind here. Let's eat this. Okay, here's the thing. I can feel it in my guts. There's something with this place that doesn't feel right, and there's something is off here. So I'm gonna pack all my stuff and I'm gonna go back. I will talk about it later. I don't want to talk about it right now. I'm just gonna pack everything and go back. Oof. Alright, let's do it.
There were noises all around her, maybe just animals, or maybe something else. The truth is, she'll probably never know. And sometimes, that's a good thing, because in moments like this, you don't wait to find out. You trust your instincts. And if something feels wrong, you leave. Better to walk away than to stay and discover what could have happened. So what about you? Do you trust your instincts or ignore them? Thanks for being here. I really appreciate every single one of you. Meet May, the creator behind the YouTube channel Obsolete Voids. She explores abandoned places, especially buildings that still feel like they have a story left behind. Most of the time, the places she visits are quiet reminders of the past, forgotten malls, old hospitals, empty structures frozen in time. But this video hits differently. She and a few friends decide to explore the abandoned Metro Center Mall in Jackson, Mississippi. Back in the 90s, it was one of the biggest and busiest malls in the state, packed with people, full of life. But over the years, everything slowly faded away until it finally shut down in 2018. At first, they're excited. The place is massive, eerie, but fascinating, like stepping into another time. But the deeper they go inside, the stranger things begin to feel, and before long, they come across something that completely changes the mood.
Everyone, we are back again in another abandoned mall. This one is one of the biggest abandoned malls I think I've ever explored, which is insane because I really thought Chesterfield in Missouri was one of the biggest malls. This one might have that one beat. Let's get right on into this video, guys. Guys, I just found an old cell phone store. Look, these are all the displays that the cell phones would be on. And the alarm would go off if you tugged on it a little too hard. Oh, AT&T. Wow, look at that. iPhone 4S. That's crazy. This was my first iPhone ever. I had that phone for so long. That was the best phone right there. Check the food court out?
Let's start strong, come on.
Yes, let's start off strong.
The newest phone advertised there was an iPhone 4. Even the Taco Bell inside still had its old design, making May feel like she had stepped back in time. It was eerie, but fascinating. They keep exploring the building for hours, walking through empty stores, dark hallways, and forgotten food courts. But just as they're about to leave, they hear something. At first it's faint, then louder, and when they finally realize what it is, the entire atmosphere changes.
It was scared. It wasn't like trying to bite.
Guys, Josh just said that there is a dog in there.
Bro, it's a real dog, though. Like, not a stuffed animal dog. It scared me so bad, my heart hurt for a second. Because at first, I didn't see it, and then I shined the light at it.
Okay.
Where? It's in there. Like, the dog is in the escalator.
In the escalator.
It might freak you out, though. In the hole? Yeah, it's in the hole. No.
Dude, I think he's messing with us.
No, I swear. Can it get up? I don't know if it's stuck or not. That was one of those things I had in my head.
That's a puppy. That's a puppy.
There.
He's a... Huh? He's a little puppy. He's so scared. I think he's stuck. Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
He looks... He's growling at us.
Oh, poor thing.
Is he okay? Are you okay? You want food, buddy? Oh, he's so skinny. Yeah, he's so skinny.
Hi, baby.
Are you
You
okay?
need help?
You're good? Do you want help out, puppy?
He has a collar on.
Oh, he does?
I think so.
You okay? You think he fell in there? That's what I'm wondering. I don't know if he's hurt or not.
He might be too weak that he can't.
It turns out it was a dog, a very weak one. So thin it looked like it had been trapped there for a long time. It could barely move. Even its bark sounded faint, like it had no energy left, most likely from lack of food. The group carefully tries to approach it, but they're cautious. A scared animal can react unpredictably, especially after being alone for so long. But then, everything changes. One of them pulls out a bag of peanuts and gently offers some to the dog.
Is he in it? Oh, I think he liked it. He's eating them, yeah.
Yes.
Yes, we became friends.
Look, he has a collar on.
So
That's
someone
someone's
dropped
dog.
him. Oh my god, that dog is really skinny.
He might actually be stuck. We should put a chair down there he can jump on.
Good baby. Yes, good baby. Here. Here. Yes. Come on, baby. Yes. Good baby. You want more?
So the collar he has on him, I think what they did is they dropped the dog here and left him.
And he might have been running up this and he tripped and fell in here.
He could have been, yeah, I don't know.
He's probably too weak to get up.
You think?
Yeah, I think so.
I want to get him out, but I'm so scared he's gonna bite us.
Oh my god.
You can tell he hadn't had water in a long time.
After some peanuts and water, the dog slowly starts warming up to them. You can see it beginning to trust them, little by little, but there's still a problem. It can't get out on its own, so the group decides to help, even knowing there's a risk, because scared animals can bite out of fear.
So we can get him out. I don't think he'll bite.
I'm a little bit scared.
Yeah.
Well, now he lets you touch him.
He's growling.
He's letting me, I think.
Come on. Yes. Yes.
There.
Yes. Yes, baby.
You okay?
Oh my god. She's so scared. We need to cover that.
Yeah, we have to cover this up.
Oh
Yeah,
my
I
God.
actually feel like we saved his life.
We need to cover that immediately.
You think he'll go back down though? We gotta get him out of here.
Yeah, we did.
They finally manage to pull the dog out of that trap. Once outside, they give it more water, and for the first time, it actually starts moving again. Slowly, but enough to show it still had strength left, even after who knows how long it had been stuck down there. Before leaving, they cover the hole, making sure something like this can't happen again. Then they head straight to a store to buy food for the dog, and honestly, it's a good thing they explored that place that day, because if no one had come by, the chances of that dog surviving much longer were probably very low. They were simply in the right place at the right time. No one knows exactly how the dog ended up there. But what matters most is that they found it, and very likely saved its life. Deep Ocean Cop is a YouTube channel that doesn't upload very often, but when they do, there's usually something worth seeing. Abandoned places, strange locations, the kind of places that already feel unsettling before you even walk in. In this video, he and a few friends head out to explore an abandoned building, but almost immediately after entering, they come across something disturbing, something tragic. Right from the start, they notice yellow caution tape inside the building, but they don't think much of it, at least not yet, because what they end up recording in there is something that leaves them completely speechless.
Okay, just want some blood.
From the looks of it, it was clearly a place where something terrible had happened, possibly a crime scene, but at first they had no idea what exactly took place there. The deeper they go inside, the more signs they notice, and from what they're seeing, it doesn't look like only one person was involved. Something serious happened in that building. Then, after exploring for a while, they come across something that might finally explain what happened there.
That's an actual bullet. That's an actual bullet. See the bullet on the ground over there? Oh my God. It's still wet. Looks like there's some red slime down there. I don't know why, but that looks like
The creator says he found a bullet, and what he does next is something nobody should ever do. It touched the bullet that was probably involved in the crime there, and without gloves. If the police were to come back for further investigations and find the bullet again, they would probably take his fingerprints, which puts him in a situation nobody wants to be in. More details about what happened there haven't been found, but it was probably a place where many people suffered, judging by the images, and we don't know how many made it out alive. Renato Garcia is a YouTube creator with over 31 million subscribers. He posts daily vlogs, everything from his lifestyle to his passion for cars and motorcycles. In fact, that's how his channel started, motor vlogs, built around speed, freedom, and adrenaline. And over the years, he's done a lot of crazy things on two wheels. But this video might just take things to a completely different level. In this one, Renato and his friend decided to explore an abandoned hospital, but not on foot, on their motorcycles. And what happened next? Well, you'll just have to see it for yourself.
Mano, é sinistro o lugar. Vou ligar aqui as lanternas. Sinistro, né?
Meu Deus do céu, dá medo, hein? Mano do céu, é cheio de olho na parede, velho.
At first, they moved through the building without a care in the world, convinced they were completely alone inside. But then, someone appeared, and in a matter of seconds, the whole situation took a dangerous turn.
Ô tio, que é isso, irmão? Ixi, não tem dinheiro não.
Tem. Mas quantas horas você no hospital, mano? Ah, então, fumando cigarrinho aí, tio. Tem como não?
Não tem, né? Só nós veio aqui pra conhecer.
Ô, louco, tio, dá um realzinho aí, tio. Você com esse montão aí, você não tem um real.
Tem algum dinheiro aí, Renato?
Não tenho, não trouxe dinheiro não, mano.
Ô, louco, tio, dá um real aí, tio.
Ixi, pior que não tem nada. Não, sai pra lá.
At first, it looked like he was just a homeless man living inside the abandoned hospital. Someone lonely, maybe just looking for attention or human interaction. But the entire mood changed the moment he suddenly pulled out a knife. And just like that, what started as an urban exploration turned into a situation where anything could happen.
Calma aí, Mike, calma aí. Vai querer soltar nosso parceiro? Qual que é, velho? A gente tá gravando um vídeo aqui, mano. E aí? Mas é assim que pede dinheiro, mano?
Você arrancou uma faca pra mim, cuzão?
Larga a faca aí, fazendo favor. Por que você não é covardia?
Aí. Parece faca de cadeia? Você tava preso?
Por que tá na covardia, mano? Você quer dinheiro, você pede. Se a gente não tem, você vai querer roubar a gente? Você tá mais com quem aqui? Vai querer ligar pra polícia?
Não, deixa ele que se foda.
Caralho, você me deu um susto, viado.
Desculpa aí, tio, mas eu tô...
Pode continuar sua caminhada, mano. Pode continuar. Caralho, velho, levei um susto, mano.
O cara brota do nada, mano. E essa faca aí que não vai fazer?
Joga fora, mano. Caralho, velho.
Sai andando, tio.
Caralho, mano, tô tremendo, viado.
Renato quickly pulled out a gun he was carrying, just in case something ever went wrong. The moment the man saw it, he immediately dropped the knife. Renato checked the nearby rooms to make sure nobody else was hiding inside. Then they picked up the knife so the situation couldn't escalate any further. After that, they told the man to leave, and, with what looked like a pistol pointed in his direction, he listened without arguing. Once they saw him walking away, Renato and his friend wasted no time getting out of that abandoned hospital themselves. But here's the interesting part. Later, Renato explained in the video description that the gun wasn't actually real. It was just an airsoft pistol. Still, from a distance, it looked real enough. And in a moment like that, the man clearly wasn't willing to take the risk. Honestly, they handled the situation well. Because with someone that unpredictable, there's no telling how badly things could have escalated if they hadn't had something to defend themselves with. Bentley from Bentley's Backwoods Bushcraft is a man in his early 50s who originally spent years teaching martial arts before shifting his focus towards survival and bushcraft content. His videos are usually calm, educational, and full of useful knowledge for anyone interested in wilderness survival. But this video was a little different. He headed into the woods looking for wood for future projects, planning to relax for a while in his hammock and enjoy the peace of nature. But what started as another educational day in the forest slowly turned into a dangerous situation.
Give me a little bit of water before I take off, and then we're headed into the woods. So today's mission out here is pretty simple. First and foremost, like any other day, is to relax and have fun. I did, of course, bring my hammock, and hopefully that will get set up somewhere. But I'm looking for honey locust thorns, some good grasses for some cordage material, and a stick that will work for an arrow, and a stick that would work for a thin spear. So those are my missions for today. We'll see how far we get with that.
He also brought a hammock to relax for a while before continuing his search for more materials.
Yes.
After relaxing for a while and continuing his search, he came across something he definitely wasn't expecting, and that's when everything suddenly changed.
Ouch. Oh, man. Oh. Oh. Ouch. Holy cow. Oh, I just got, oh, son of a, oh. Oh. Oh, I'm being attacked. Oh, ah. Oh, oh. Okay. Holy cow. Oh, I just got attacked by a swarm of hornets. Oh shit, I've been stung more times than I can count. I gotta get my gear and get out of here. Oh, feel good. Holy, oh, oh. Oh.
It turns out he had accidentally disturbed a hornet nest, and within seconds he was attacked and stung over and over again. Feeling worse by the minute, he packed everything up and left the area fast. But during the drive, his condition kept getting worse, forcing him to stop at a hospital to get checked out. 1 or 2 stings usually aren't a big deal, but when you're talking about 10, maybe 20 stings, that's a completely different story. And considering he was deep in the woods, this could have ended far more tragically. Nobody would have even known where he was. Thankfully, he recovered and ended up being okay. But hornets are definitely not something to joke about, especially in large numbers. 2 camping creators on YouTube, Adventuring with Amanda and Live Life Now, decided to team up and head out on an adventure together. At first, everything seemed perfect. Good weather, good company, and the kind of peaceful trip every camper hopes for. But once they arrived at their destination, things slowly started going downhill. A strange man in the area kept bothering them. The first day, they managed to get him to leave, but then he came back. And this time, the situation got serious enough that they had to call the police for help.
Everyone tries to kill me, with no exception, no matter what I do to kill. I don't have a life, I cannot love. I have no purpose, kill me! I cannot love!
Did you make the call, Dan? Huh? Did you make a call? No. Oh, I thought he said you were calling.
Huh?
Here. I've got him. I can't call because I got him on here. Can you call the authorities?
Right now, shoot me! Okay. You said Emily! Shoot me! Help! 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 Shoot me! Help me!
From what you can see, the man didn't seem to be in a stable state of mind, and there was no real way to communicate with him. In the end, they had no choice but to call the police to handle the situation, as the man was completely unpredictable and impossible to reason with.
Really good job at maintaining his composure when dealing with this person. Now, Stan was also there as backup. He did not pull out a firearm. He had a tire iron. But it was handled, and then the authorities showed up. Now, it's actually kind of scary because the cops warned all of us and told all of us that we should all be carrying firearms, which it's just, it's kind of weird to hear a police officer like tell you that straight up. But I already carry, I am trained and experienced in the use of a firearm, especially as a solo female traveler. Unfortunately, we always have to watch our backs, and we live in a really scary, aggressive, mean, violent society. It's also slightly frightening because the police officer told us that the shoes this man was wearing were the types of shoes that they give you when you get out of prison and you don't have shoes. So I'm not sure of this man's history. I pray that he doesn't hurt anyone or himself, and maybe he gets the help he needs, whatever that looks like. I am thankful that nobody was hurt, but it is incredibly important to always prioritize your safety. Don't make any rash decisions.
Amanda also shared some solid advice from her experience and reinforced what the police told them as well. You should always have some form of protection and awareness, because you never really know who you might run into out there. You always need to be prepared for any situation. The police also mentioned an interesting detail about the man, that he was wearing prison-issued boots, the kind typically given to inmates upon release. So it's possible he had recently been released but clearly wasn't on the right path and might end up back in the system soon. That's it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, let me know which encounter was your favorite and what you would have done in that situation. The first video in this compilation comes from Roderick's Outdoors, a channel where the creator documents his hunting trips out in the wild. But in this video, things don't go as planned. Roderick and his friends are deep in the woods, hunting turkeys, all dressed in full camouflage. Everything is quiet. They stay perfectly still, letting the animals come closer. But then, something changes. The silence breaks, and what follows puts them in a kind of danger they never expected. Just wait and see. It turns out another hunter, somewhere out there, made a terrible mistake. Through the camouflage, he thought Roderick was a turkey, and he pulled the trigger. The shot hit. By pure luck, Roderick wasn't struck in a vital area. The bullet hit his leg. Still, the impact alone is hard to watch, let alone imagine feeling it. Thankfully, he recovered, most likely after medical treatment. But this could have easily ended very differently, just a few inches in another direction. And it might have been fatal. It's a harsh reminder of how dangerous hunting can be, especially when visibility is low and mistakes happen. Because out there, if you're not 100% sure of your target, you probably shouldn't take the shot. In May 2025, a TikTok video left thousands of people confused and asking the same question, what actually happened here? Posted by a user named Wrigley, the clip starts off normally, just a casual walk through a wooded area near a park. Nothing seems out of place, but then something strange appears. People in the distance are just standing there, completely still, not moving at all, like time itself had suddenly stopped.
Yeah, what's going on here? Got one guy just stood there. He's been stood there for about an hour. This other guy just stood here. This woman just stood here.
There's a guy in trees over there.
That guy just stood there. There's a guy 2 trees over there, and then this woman just stood here. But like, what they just stood here doing mad stuff.
The people just stood there, completely frozen, like something had glitched, like the world itself had paused for a moment. But then, everything suddenly changes. Just wait and see.
Right now they've all just started walking. Just walking away. Just all walking randomly. They're all just stood there, stopped. Now they've all just started walking. Look, she's just got on a thing. And just started walking. What is going on? What's happening? Have we just witnessed some like... Have we just witnessed some sort of... What was it? I don't get it. What's going on? What? They just started walking. Look, she's just walking.
Then, all at once, they move. Every single one of them at the exact same moment. Like whatever had frozen them suddenly reset, and everything went back to normal. Naturally, the comments exploded with theories. Some people called it a glitch in the Matrix. Others thought it was something far stranger. But one explanation seemed a bit more grounded. Maybe it was just a prank. a coordinated joke to mess with anyone new walking through the park. Still, no one knows for sure what really happened, and that leaves the question open. Was it just a setup, or something we don't fully understand yet? What do you think? Meet Ian, a YouTuber who documents his life on the road. In this video, he plans to spend the night in his van, parked in a McDonald's parking lot. At first, everything feels completely normal. Just another quiet night, nothing out of the ordinary. But as darkness settles in, something happens that completely ruins the night.
A couple days ago, I was super beat. I was exhausted. I was like, you know what? I'm not even filming a video. I'm just gonna go and hunker down because my car is made for that. And I went to a spot I normally always go to. There's a McDonald's right there. It's 24 hours. I didn't think anything would happen. What's going on, man? What's going on? What's up? What's up, man? What's going on? What are you doing? Hey, bro. What's up? What you doing, man? Ain't weird, bro. What the hell, man? Sorry, guys, my light's on. Oh, man, I'm shaking, dude. I had my whole setup. I was sleeping back there, dude. Oh, man, he tried to open my door. And then you guys saw that. He wasn't saying anything, man. Dude was a freaking zombie, dude.
Ian was in the back of his van, inside his sleeping bag, when suddenly, he hears someone trying the door. Startled, he rushes to the driver's seat, only to see a strange man standing nearby, just staring, like nothing had happened. Ian tries to talk to him, asking questions, but the man doesn't respond. Not a word, just silence. Realizing something isn't right, Ian quickly starts the engine. As soon as he does, the man turns and walks away, disappearing into the night. Creepy Travels is a YouTube channel where the creator explores unusual and often unsettling locations, camping overnight in places most people would avoid. In this video, he heads deep into the forest to a remote cabin, somewhere very few people ever go, but on the way there, something feels off. He starts to notice the smell of smoke. Strange, considering how isolated the area is. And as he gets closer, his suspicion turns into something real. Out of nowhere, he comes face to face with a man. The moment the light hits him, he runs, disappearing into the darkness. And just like that, the night starts off on the worst possible note.
Hey guys, I never film when I start walking in because I have too much stuff to carry. And through some bad stuff. But I got up to this point, my camera wasn't on, it was all put up. And I've been smelling smoke. I've been smelling smoke for probably the last 10 minutes. I got up here, I'm gonna leave my stuff down here. Off running beside that tree right there and went back that way, and I heard him for the longest going out that way. He has built a fire pit. See, here's the cabin. Doors open. There's one of those solar light driveway lights that they put in. The fire looks like it's been going for a couple hours at least. Fresh wood on it. That wood hasn't even caught on yet. That fire has been going for a good bit.
He stays for a while, scanning the area, waiting to see if the man comes back. Eventually, he checks inside the cabin. It's empty. No belongings, no signs of anyone living there. Just a fire still burning. After some time, he convinces himself the man isn't coming back, so he decides to stay, using the fire that was already lit. Sitting there talking to the camera, trying to make sense of what just happened. And then, something changes. Out of nowhere, the situation takes a turn, and suddenly, his life is in danger.
Somebody shot. Something like a low caliber pistol, 22. I didn't hear nothing hit around here, but it was close. It was very close. I thought I was getting shot. Let me turn this back on wide zoom there for Bull.
It wasn't clear if the shot was aimed at him, or just a warning fired into the dark. He dropped to the ground immediately, staying completely still. For a moment, everything went silent. When he finally moved, there was no one there. Whoever it was had already vanished into the forest. Most likely it was the same person he saw earlier on the way to the cabin, possibly even the one who started the fire in the woods. Maybe the goal was never to attack him, just to scare him away. But if that's true, one question still remains. Why did they keep running and never let themselves be seen? You decide. Welcome to The Woods UK is a channel where the creator spends time in the forest, camping and surviving unusual situations, documenting everything for his YouTube audience. In this video, he returns to a forest where he previously experienced strange and unexplained events. This time, he's coming back to see if anything will happen again. Once he arrives at the location, he begins setting up his camp for the night, not knowing what might be waiting for him.
I've been working away on this now for about an hour and a half or so, just literally plodding along. The idea was I was going to try and make like a platform structure, so I could be up off the floor, like sort of waist height, and then have a roof on it. I've changed my mind. What I'm actually going to do is I'm using this old fallen tree, which I've done multiple supports here in the ground, and obviously fastened off to the side. I'm actually going to build a roof and two back walls and have this as the front open, so I can actually have a raised bed in there and sleep under there eventually, and look out across through the woodland, and then it borders a field. So yeah, it should be a nice solid structure, to be honest with you. That's the sleeping situation sorted out. Got my wall blanket, my roll-out pad, little self-inflating pillow, and a one Tigerus duck-down camping duvet. My little bucket seat. So the last time I actually stayed in these woods was back in January, and for all you people that haven't seen that video of that night, there was lots of unexplained noises. I'm not a paranormal channel, by the way, or strange encounter channel.
After setting up everything he needed to sleep and preparing a simple dinner, he ate and then decided to check the surrounding area. He wanted to make sure there was nothing and no one nearby, but as night slowly settled in and silence took over the forest, well, it didn't last long.
It's just gone 1 in the morning. The same as last time. I keep on hearing like branches or something getting thrown. It's just inky black. I don't know what's going on here. There's something next door. That was loud. Oi! One second, I want to get out. Honestly, every time I come to this poxy woodland, thinking about it though, I have just had a good 10 minutes walking about. I shouted out. I didn't hear nothing, deadly still. Thinking about it though, there's quite a lot of deadfall here. I mean, me being realistic now, it could be that I'm getting in the... I thought I heard a sound then, no. It could be that I'm getting in nice and quiet in my bivvy bag, and then I'm noticing the noises. But I've been doing this a long time. I've been out in the woods hunting. I think I might just have the jitters with this bit of woodland, to be honest with you, because I've had quite a nice evening. But trail cam's on anyway, so I'm going to get back to bed. And if there's anything more to report, I'll let you know. But let's turn this light off. Yeah, pitch black.
It seemed like no one was there. Or if someone had been, they had simply vanished without a trace. The creator carefully searched the area, scanning through the darkness, but nothing stood out. No movement, no signs, nothing. Eventually, he returned to his bivvy bag. Still, the sounds didn't stop. It felt like something was moving around him. Slow steps between the trees, branches shifting just outside the edge of visibility. Maybe it was just an animal, a deer, or something harmless moving through the forest at night. But there's another possibility. If someone was there earlier, maybe they never actually left. Maybe they were just watching from a distance, staying out of sight, circling him instead of approaching directly. Waiting, not attacking, not revealing themselves, just observing. And that thought makes the silence feel a lot less empty. Vanessa, the creator behind the YouTube channel Wild Women Bushcraft, is known for her outdoor camping and survival content, building shelters deep in the forest and living off the land. Her projects usually take days to complete, meaning she often leaves and comes back to continue her work. But in this video, something feels different. She returns to the forest to finish one of her shelters, only to find everything destroyed, and not just damaged. There are signs, strange details, that instantly make her feel like something isn't right, and that she might not be alone out there.
Bleib hier. Komm. Ich weiß echt nicht, was ich sagen soll. So there is a notification with my name on it. Mrs. Blank, learned nothing, short trousers, and then something I can't read. I'm not sure what's really stand there. I wanna piss at you or I wanna visit you. It's such a ugly writing. I'm not sure if I read everything. So you was not there. What a pity. Your camp is not damaged and it's your fault. We see us. So it was something that know me, that know my camp. Nein, nein, geh nicht ein. Nein. And just want to destroy it because it's mine. What an asshole. Here is I had to cover it that I doesn't step inside. And the only thing which is not so much damaged is the roof. So it's not so long ago when I covered it with moss. I spent a whole day for it, only for the cover, because I have to collect the moss. but everything else is just broken, destroyed.
It was clear. Whoever wrote that note knew her. They knew her name, the exact location, and that the shelter belonged to her. For a moment it sinks in. Someone had been watching, not just passing through, but paying attention. That realization alone was enough to shake her. But what she notices next is even worse. After reading the note, she decides to take it with her, just in case she might need proof of what happened. And that's when she sees it. Something that makes the situation far more serious than she first thought.
Zettel nehme ich mit. I bring this notification at home. Also jetzt hat der Spaß ein Loch. So there is a photo from me. It's the same backpack that I carry today, and it's very damaged. So I'm not sure if it's a wildlife track photo or not, because there is the date on it. But when it's not a wildlife camera photo, that means that this person was in my closer area and take a photo from me, walked behind me, wants to check where I am, what I do. That means that I have this again. I had it all in the past. I had a stalker that write me letters at my private address, which is something that nobody knows, which knows who I am, which knows the places where I was bushcrafting, and take photos of them and send it to me. Look, I found your new camp, and I had this all in the past.
She's left completely shocked after seeing the photo, realizing that someone has been watching her. And what makes it even worse, she admits this isn't the first time something like this has happened, which raises a terrifying question. Could it be the same person? Whoever it was, they had been following her from a distance, careful not to be seen, taking photos, but not always from far away. Some of them were taken disturbingly close. Vanessa often believed she was completely alone out there. At times she would swim or walk freely through the forest, unaware that someone might be watching. And that's what makes this so disturbing. Because this wasn't random. This was someone who knew her, and knew her habits. We don't know what that person's intentions were, but someone willing to follow you like that could be capable of anything. Thankfully, she wasn't completely defenseless, as she shows later in the video. But this is a reminder, just because you feel alone doesn't mean you are. Stay aware of your surroundings, and until next time, take care of yourselves. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like, leave a comment with which story you found the most disturbing, and subscribe. It really helps, and it's free.